Our next guest is known by many as a local Chattanooga celebrity, Bruce Weiss, the owner of the River Street Deli. Those of you who know him, you feel like he's your friend. He and I have been friends for decade and a half, I guess. But Bruce, welcome.
Well, thank you. Thank you for letting me be here.
I'm glad to be here, and I appreciate yesterday. I got a chance to go into your restaurant, the River Street Deli. Incredible place, jam-packed, very busy. Let's talk a little bit. I mean, somebody's been in that restaurant for 22 plus years. Share with us, if you would, Bruce. What is how has the COVID-19 affected the River Street Deli and what you do?
Well, right now, we had to put up, all of the protective things that need to be done. We've got plexiglass hanging from the ceiling to separate the customers, the workers. They're all wearing masks. And by the way, not happy about the masks. But nevertheless, this is what we need to do. We've got the dining cut down to half the capacity is seating, with what seating that we do have separated in proper social distancing that's required by the Tennessee COVID-19 regulations. We have people that are constantly cleaning and sanitizing any table area that a customer has come in and eaten. As soon as they eat, the plates are picked up and the area is sanitized. That's what's going on now.
Right? That's what's going on now with your business. And you're kind of set up for this kind of a takeout business and carry out business, aren't you, Bruce?
Well, like delis that I've always known, a deli has always been one of these places that take out. The way we're set up, a lot of it is based on the ability to be able for people to come in and take out food. We have added things, for example, curb service. The people that are afraid to be exposed, what we do is they call up, they place an order, they give me their credit card number, and I tell them, call me when they get up front and we'll bring the food out to them. So accommodations like that. Scott, when a crisis like this that nobody's ever seen before happens, you got to use your head. And there's a great word in Yiddish called sechel that nobody will get, but nevertheless, it's about an abundance of common sense. It's about understanding of propriety, what goes next, doing the thing right. And by doing all of these things that we're required to do and hustling, it's a lot harder working now than
I'll bet.
No,
now, Bruce,
really
also in your role as a Chattanooga entrepreneur, a lot of restaurant owners. Tell me, what have you been hearing from other owners? How are other types of restaurants doing?
Yeah, look, a lot of people are hurting, and they're going to hurt because of I think at this point, it's about how good you are, how you could innovate and make the best out of a situation. Never giving up, but trying to always think about another method or a better way to do something that's going to fall within the parameters that you're given. And
now, Bruce, your restaurant is located on the North Shore.
Correct.
And I know, 16 and 17 years ago, you developed this North Shore Merchants Collective.
Correct.
Now, before we get into what that is, let's talk about the North Shore. I mean, people that have just moved here, been here, for 10 years, they know what the North Shore is. Back when I was a kid, there was no such thing. Tell us, what is the North Shore, Bruce?
when I moved in there, we were the basement of the Agnew hardware store. There was no park. There was the walking bridge, but there was no park. There was nothing but dirt lot and the Coast Guard reserve station, right? Remember, you could see the cannons and the artillery, they were all out there. So we were building while they were taking it down. So when we moved in, there was no asphalt, there was no street. As a matter of fact, I opened up before they named the street. I was waiting for them to name the street so I can call the deli whatever the street was. Yeah, it is River
And so
Street.
now you've got the Market Street, or I'm sorry, the Walnut Street Bridge, the walking bridge, which I understand. I learned from you a few minutes ago. It's a park.
Well, that's it's a park that spans the Tennessee River.
Wow.
Maintained
Wow.
city. So it's
And
wonderful. It's a
tell us
walking
about tell us what the amenities are out there, because people can go downtown, get a hotel room, cross the bridge, come to the North Shore, and they can do everything. Tell us what they've got out there, Bruce.
You've got a plethora of restaurants. A lot of the restaurants have bars. There's a craft beer place. So there's any kind of restaurant you could possibly imagine. There's shops, and it's all entrepreneurs. So it's not like going into a mall and you're walking into a chain store where the people don't care. They care somewhat, but when you go into a small shop owned by an entrepreneur, you walk in, you're their livelihood. You
Right.
mean a lot to those people. And we all banded together about 16 years ago. A few of us got together and came up with this idea of putting together we are chartered, merchants collective. So if we have grievances, problems, or we could do collective advertising. Similar to what they do on Main Street when they do Main Times 24. Although we are not backed by any, sponsored money, everything that we do, it comes out of the pockets of the entrepreneurs and business owners in the North Shore.
Yep. And there's your abundance of common sense grouping together to get a little more power and do what you need to serve the community. Bruce,
I'll give you a perfect example. We have a website. We have flyers, which is probably one of the most valued flyers that we make up, and it has a map on it of all the stores and a map of the North Shore. All the businesses that are involved are listed. It's really well done, and a lot of the merchants put in a lot of time and energy, which is not easy because nobody gets paid to do that.
right.
Paid for our
Yes.
businesses, right? But we do this as an organization to develop and get people to come down. We're probably the hottest ticket on the at the Chattanooga Convention, Visitors Bureau.
There you go.
Right?
So, Bruce, if I want to come down to River Street Deli, tell us. Now I know it's on River Street, obviously, but where would I look you up on the website? What website can we look at? What can we see? How can we see what's on the menu?
Yeah, I would go to. I have a website and Facebook page. So when I
Okay.
get off the phone with you guys, on this thing, on the interview, in a couple of hours, I'm going to post on both Instagram and Facebook, right? There's a timing thing that I've learned for both of those, and and start to plug what we're doing tomorrow for lunch by pictures, having some fun, talking about the food, and I'll do that tonight. Tomorrow
Smart.
morning, yeah. For example, Instagram is a different viewer than Facebook. Instagram, they want to see the pictures. They want to see nice photographs. Facebook, I could do that with a little funny plug, right?
Right.
And I do. And in the morning, when I get to the deli, I get on our website, right? River Street Deli website, and I put in that daily menu of everything that we got: soup, any specials we're running. For like tomorrow, brisket of beef.
All right. Well,
So
Bruce, you and I were there yesterday, and we came up with an idea. And I want to let our viewers know that you and I together have decided to give away a $100 gift certificate to the deli.
there you
And
go.
in order for people to sign, there you go. And in order for people to sign up for that, go to Nooga Connection.tv, sign up, and get a chance to get some of the best food in Chattanooga and meet one of the most colorful personalities in Chattanooga. It's a great time always.
But thank you.
Bruce, I appreciate you taking your time to talk with us today. Hey, do me a favor, Bruce, something else comes up, interesting going on, you want to talk about, you're welcome anytime, my friend.
Appreciate you, man. Billy, nice to meet
Thank you, Bruce.
All right, take care, guys.
To get the latest updates, like our page and subscribe to our channel.